One of the incredible things about Rotary is knowing that there are people across the world who you can connect with. For me, that's just given me a sense of power in belonging. So I know that I belong anywhere, and I know that I've got Rotary friends everywhere. Knowing that you've got a global reach of people who are like-minded, that's the wow factor.
Rotary is one of the most powerful international organisations that a young person can be involved in. It's one of the world's largest humanitarian organisations, has a membership of around 1.2 million members. It's located in over 200 countries and geographical regions. Pretty much any country you can think of, there'll be a Rotary Club there doing work in the local community, as well as connecting to each other across the globe, working together to make the world itself much better.
As Rotarians, being able to do things like start projects that have global impact. And I always talk to people about End Polio Now, because we wouldn't be where we are today in terms of polio in this world without Rotarians starting a project. For me, that's the power in everything that we do.
You have this incredible organisation, this incredible network at your disposal where you can learn from, engage with, run things through the organisation. Rotary has 7 focus areas where it focuses its energy and its time. Those key areas are disease, prevention and treatment, peace and conflict resolution, water and sanitation, maternal and child health, basic education and literacy, and economic and community development. And then this year, a new key area was added, which is the environment.
Rotary has changed my life because it's enabled me to help more communities and more people. Rotary is relevant in our own backyards, and it's relevant right across the world. I think the way that we're working now as Rotarians and Rotary clubs is really changing, not just because we're in the middle of a pandemic, but because we're really thinking more about how we bring people into Rotary and let people know that Rotary is for them. It's a great way, first of all, to meet people, but also to do good work in your community. It doesn't matter who you are, if you have got a heart and mind for giving and helping communities and working with people, yes, Rotary is for you. That's what Rotary is, so yes, it's for everybody.
Hi, I'm Emily Stevenson, co-founder of Beach Guardian down in the southwest of England. I'm currently on Travone Beach in North Cornwall, and I've just done a beach clean and found all of this plastic that's washed in on the tide onto the beach. In 2019, I was delighted to be recognised by the Rotary Young Citizen Award. I love working with Rotary to help support and protect our environment, and every time I do work with Rotary, they're always so encouraging, helping me to grow and achieve my full potential. As an example, with collaborations we've done in the past, we've joined 3 of our local Rotary clubs on a litter pick for World Cleanup Day 2019, where we cleaned the riverbed in Truro, thus stopping all of the plastic from entering the ocean in the first place. It was absolutely phenomenal, and Rotary certainly delivered. We removed kilos and kilos of plastic from the environment. Beach Guardian aims to engage, educate and empower against plastic pollution. An example of this is when I wore my dress made out of Walker's crisp packets to my graduation in 2018. This, along with other campaigns at the time, led to Walker's introducing the very first nationwide crisp packet recycling scheme. The future is incredibly exciting for Beach Guardian, and I cannot wait for all of the future collaborations with Rotary and supporting them in their new area of supporting the environment.
I'm in Aberystwyth and we've had a successful beach clean this morning. Plastic is becoming the scourge of the nation, and in Rotary we are pushing to have all clubs interested in the cleanup of plastics wherever they can, whether it be beach, river, canal, waterway, whatever, so that people can see what we're doing, people of action.
I saw that there was a clean going on today, and I thought I'd come along, and I didn't know it was anything to do with the Rotary Club, but I'm always looking for opportunity to help clean up the environment in any way I can.
Today has been about getting Rotarians from all up and down the coast to come and help here, so it's been wonderful to see so many members here. The success I've seen so far is being told off by parents who say, we can't even get on the beach now without the kids doing a litter pick first, what's going on?
I'm Stephen Prosser, I'm the manager of Rotherham Food Bank, and we just want to thank everyone at Rotary for Food Banks for their incredible support and generosity over this period of COVID, which has made a huge difference and enabled our shelves to be fully stocked, which is not normally the case at this time of year. These are my two daughters. I've got Caitlin on my right and Lucy on my left.
I help pack the bags for all the people here so everyone gets the food they need.
I work with the data, the online side of things.
During this COVID pandemic, we quickly were being told by food banks that they were being overwhelmed by new users. In one part of our area, the call on food banks quadrupled. It became apparent that we needed to go up a gear as Rotary, so we set up Rotary for Food Banks. That's supporting food banks across South Yorkshire and the East Midlands. We were fortunate to be supported by an international transport company. The owner managing director is a Rotarian. He offered us some storage space and the use of his distribution network.
We are very happy to be helping them out with this. Free of charge for the Rotary Club.
Every penny we can get goes straight into buying food.
We really appreciate Rotary for Food Banks because with COVID, it's been a challenging time, but as job losses come, as we have the furlough situation kicking in later in the year, whilst this might look really full, this can go down very, very quickly. And without you guys, we would not be in a position to be actually able to help people during these emergency months of economic hardship that are coming forward.
We know the job losses are quite significant. This is going to go on for many months, and it could be years. So Rotary for Food Banks, we are now gearing up for a long-term process. Rotary has to be in this for the long haul. We are across Great Britain and Ireland, and across Great Britain and Ireland, there are people in poverty and need. Let's think big.
Over the last 12 months, we've fed 5,000 people and processed 42 tonnes of food, and it's only through donations such as yours that is possible for us. So thank you again.
I thought that Rotary was for older businessmen. I didn't even realise that girls were invited, when actually it's really exciting to find out that Rotary is for everybody, that it is for, you know, the social entrepreneur on the high street, for the people that are just starting up, you know, like I am.
Well, Rotary's goals have always been the same, working in the community, and these social enterprises are all about working in the community, so we should be working together in the community. It's very simple.
Rotary has changed my life by networking me in with other knowledgeable business professionals and taking on board my crazy and welcoming it as an entrepreneur.
This club is great for us because we now have a small person to consider who's welcome at meetings, and the club is soon to be flexible that we can come along to whatever we need to. It just offers so many opportunities for helping in all kinds of different ways and ways which I really want Matthew to benefit from.
We think it's important that children come along, and particularly as a parent, for them to learn that they should be giving back to their community to help make a difference.
I wanted to become a Rotarian because I wanted to promote that young people in Rotary can do more. Young people can be heavily involved, they can be enthusiastic, and they can be trusted in succeeding in pushing the Rotary further. And I want to help as many young people as well as adults in the community and help develop the community for it to be a better place.
Is it good fun?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what do you learn?
Helping other people and making them join the club.
Good work. Future membership and marketing chairman right here.
There are some 8 million species on the planet, and about 1 million of them are endangered of going extinct within the next 30 years, primarily due to the illicit wildlife trade industry as well as the loss of habitat. The Sumatran or the Bornean orangutan and the pygmy elephants are critically endangered, and when they're gone, they're gone. My name is Tom Tochterman, and I am the chair of Rotary Action Group for Endangered Species. The African elephant, there is one elephant essentially dying every 15 minutes, primarily due to poaching and poisoning. The Amur leopard is critically endangered. The African black rhino is in a similar situation. The African white rhino is in a little bit better condition. I got involved with RAGES as a Rotarian, being concerned about this issue. I formed a nonprofit organization called Rhino Mercy,
Hello, we are the Black Mambas Anti-Poaching Unit.
It's Oscar 1 patrolling the Mica side fence.
We have established the first all-female anti-poaching unit called the Black Mamba Anti-Poaching Unit in South Africa, and they're on patrol as we speak in the Greater Kruger National Park.
So this is the evidence of the poachers.
Being involved in a Rotary Action Group is a great thing. If you're passionate about a specific issue, you can join one of the existing action groups, or you can create your own. There's just no limit to the things that you can do.
The reason why I started an action group was because I discovered that there was slavery in the United Kingdom, slavery in the United States, and millions of slaves in India. Ashraf was the very first survivor that I met, and I was shocked by his treatment. There's 40.3 million people estimated to be in slavery worldwide. 25% of that number are children. And even in Great Britain, you've got something like 136,000 people living in modern slavery. So something had to be done. And I thought the best thing to do was to form an action group of Rotarians. My definition of a slave is someone who is forced to work, who's unpaid, unable to leave, and who's controlled by violence or the threat of violence. For these people, their free will is taken away. Their labor, their lives, and their minds are consumed by someone else's greed. We need to raise awareness of the issue of modern slavery and human trafficking in order to increase the number of people who care.
I'm Lou McCants-Price. I'm president of Putney Rotary Club in London, coming to you from my voice acting studio in southwest London. My Rotary journey started when I was a young teenager. I went to New Mexico, USA as a Rotary exchange student from Cape Town for a year's Rotary exchange. That was a life-changing experience. I learned resilience. I learned how to walk into a room and make new friends and engage with people. So was Rotary for me? Is Rotary for me? Absolutely, it's been a part of my life from a teenager.
Even though I didn't feel Rotary was for me, I've always been somebody who was a Rotarian, I just didn't know it. Now, I'm a single woman, black, working class, and I just did not think that that was who Rotary was for at all. I didn't realise that it was for everybody in the community. Wherever you go, you've got friends, whether it's in your own city, whether it's in your own country, whether it's across the world. I found the welcome as being really incredible.
Rotary is one of the most powerful international organizations that a young person can be involved in. You're making friends, you're meeting like-minded people, you're meeting incredibly diverse people. The biggest thing that Rotary has been able to provide me is not just opportunities and experiences to go and do things myself, but to have this wealth of knowledge and experience on everything.
Many years ago, I wouldn't have thought, as this kid coming from a very remote community in southeastern Nigeria, that being the district governor of Rotary in London would have been something for a person like me. But here we are. Leadership in Rotary does not really depend on where you come from or the color of your skin or the job you do, but the passion you have to serve.
Rotarians are called to be people of action. We're working on a project in Beirut raising funds for a hospital that was damaged in their explosion in August. Being involved in Rotary and doing good in the world and taking on projects that uplift and inspire and make a difference is so fulfilling. It's an incredible organisation to be a part of. No matter where you're from, there's a place for you in the Rotary family.
We went over to Kibera in Kenya, just outside of Nairobi, which is one of the largest slums in Africa. We saw that the meals that we had packed were actually there. We actually checked by serial number that the meals from Warrington were the meals that we were actually handling. We were very privileged to be able to feed a whole school with the rice that we had packed with our friends in Warrington. It made a huge difference to their lives. They got an education by going to school and they got food.
It makes me healthy and strong.
It made a huge impact in Warrington because we had the whole Warrington community involved. We had 29 Rotary clubs from the northwest of England all packing food with us along with other local community groups. We had faith groups, church groups, youth groups, Boy Scouts and students all packing.
We had about 100 volunteers at any one time, children from age 6 right up to 92, and everyone got involved.
And we packed 102,000 meals to go to school children in Kibera in Kenya.
To be able to do something, to see that you're making a difference, actually, it's just fabulous.
I would like to thank the Feed the Hungry, the Rotary Group and the Rise of the Hunger.
It's been a great impact of Rotary. It really shows Rotary as people who get things done, people of action.
Shelterbox is Rotary's emergency disaster relief partner, and together for the last 20 years we've been delivering aid all over the world to natural disasters and conflicts. We've grown from the Rotary Club of Helston Lizard in Cornwall to the international humanitarian organisation we are today. It helps us in terms of having like-minded members of communities where we are working to help us in our response. Our Bangladesh response last year couldn't have happened without Rotarians. In Tanzania, Rotary clubs helped us access populations affected by flooding, and the same was the case in Malawi. Rotarians have a lot of the shared sense of values that Shelterbox responders and staff have, which is about doing more than just your day job. It's about volunteering, it's about compassion for others, it's about working in unfamiliar environments to deliver aid. So for us, this partnership is absolutely vital to reaching the most vulnerable around the world.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to our Sunday afternoon fourth session of the Central Eastern England Multi-District PETS. We've got a fantastic turnout again, especially for a Sunday afternoon. Really, really pleased. Thank you for your commitment for that. Those videos, really impressive. They are available if people want to get in touch with those. Garth Arnold has put his email address out in chat, I think, and he will help you get hold of those if you need them. They're all on GBI websites and some on the RI website, but they're quite impressive, aren't they? Okay, well, your time's really appreciated once again, and we intend to make it time well invested. And this afternoon, we've got two parts to our session. Firstly, it's our third special topic discussion on attracting new members. And following that, we'll have a short break when we come back to the general room, and then it'll be out to your districts for the third and final district session with your district governor-elects and their team. Today's topic is on attracting new members, as I said just now, and it's a 40-minute breakout, the same as before. And I understand today that we are adopting another method of trying to get people into breakout rooms, which is great. And I think the technical team are on top of that right now as we go. So fingers crossed, everybody. We are treading into new territory once again with these breakout rooms of this number and the size that numbers we're dealing with. So all the best with that. And we'll see you in about 40 minutes. So if Phil would like to press the button, the magic will happen. Thanks very much. See you a bit later. Well, welcome back, everybody. I think that's everyone back, 150 odd participants, which is pretty good. So I hope you found that a useful breakout session. We had some great conversation actually around promoting clubs, and public image was a real part of our conversation there, because if we want to attract new members, we've got to tell people we're there first. We've got to tell people how attractive the club is and so forth. And for those clubs that don't feel they're quite attractive enough, then, as I said to my group, talk to district, get some support about thinking about possible PR programs or new clubs, new satellites, new clubs. They will attract the younger members without a doubt, with a brand new initiative. So think about that. So welcome back. Useful, creative session, as I said. And before we leave this room, I just want to remind people that the final session of this CEE Multi-District PETS is Monday evening, that's tomorrow, at 1900. We've got our fourth topic of discussion there, and we've got a special guest speaker, which is past RI Director and past RIBI President Gordon McAnally. Gordon's quite a character, and he's going to talk to us all in that final general session. So for now, though, folks, we're going to leave this room and want you all please to log off this one and join your district link, which you've all been sent before. You think in the schedule now, we've got a sort of 5-minute leg stretch, but then click on that district link and have a final session with your district governor-elect and their team. So thank you very much once again for your contributions this morning, and I'll see you all tomorrow again. Thanks very much. Spock out.